Hey guys, I guess I'm coming back at you for another video. I know it's been a few days since I did another one. The last one was the Supernatural Season 3. This one is going to be Supernatural Season 4 review. This is the first part, so I'm only going to go through episode by episode and let you know my thoughts on it. Episode 1, which was where Dean comes back from hell and all that, and he's wondering who pulled him out and all that. So he goes to see Bobby first. And then Bobby thinks he's a demon or whatever, but no, he's not. So he actually got a mark on his arm that shows that a hand pulled him out. So it gets interesting after that. And they do run into Sam again. But in I think Illinois, I think it is, or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, Sam thinks he's a demon or whatever at first, but no, he's not. It's really Dean. And it just gets better. They keep trying to find who pulled him out, and at the end of the episode, they run into an angel named Castiel. Says he's the angel of the Lord, and that he rescued him from hell. I'm giving this episode a 5 out of 5. It was a really good start, and it is leading somewhere. So, yeah. Episode 2 is where one of the 66 seals gets broken. The Rise of the Witnesses. So they're like spirits who couldn't be saved. They do see Hendrickson again, and Meg, and a bunch of other people they couldn't save, like Ron. Yeah, a lot. So, yeah, Bobby said this is a sign to the apocalypse and all that, so that's where you know it's gonna get interesting. And Castiel did say to Dean in a dream or whatever that he had that Lilith is breaking these seals, and Dean's like, the last one breaks, and Castiel says Lucifer walks free. So, yeah, that's where it gets interesting. I'm giving this one a 5 out of 5 too. It was a really good episode. Episode 3, I believe, is where Dean goes back in time to see if he could save his mom in 1973, I think it is. I'm not sure, but he runs into his dad, and then he runs into Mary, and he's trying to stop this yellow-eyed demon from making deals and all that, who was around at that time. And yeah, he runs into his grandfather named Samuel, or meets him. So at the very end of the episode, he couldn't save Mary from that deal, and so it happened, and Castiel said Sam's heading down a dangerous road, so stop him or we will. Like he's using his powers to exorcise demons. The only way he can do that is to drink demon blood. So that's a little disgusting. So yeah, Sam has a problem with that. And this episode I'll give a 5 out of 5. Episode 4, which was this Rougarou, I think it is, or something. But yeah, this guy Jack or whatever, who's like this flesh-eating monster or whatever. Like, he gets very hungry and then he turns to man-pig. And ugh, it's disgusting. This episode was really gross. I think it was called Metamorphosis. So ugh, it was a disgusting episode. But I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5 because it was still good. It was just a little disgusting. Episode 5, Monster Movie. Now, this was a little bit interesting. Uh, it's like a black and white thing, and there's this shapeshifter, I believe, that's transforming himself into monsters from the old classic movies. So yeah, it's a really good episode. Uh, there's a lot of funny things, and yeah, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. This episode was good in my opinion, but yeah. Episode 6, which was Yellow Fever. Now, this one was another good one. It's where Dean is like, has, is haunted by a ghost or whatever. So he's got ghost sickness from this ghost who was, wrapped around in a metal chain and dragged down this road or whatever, and died that way. Luther, I think this guy's name was, if I remember correctly, that died that way. So yeah, it was pretty funny. Dean actually screamed his ass off when he saw a black cat in that locker door or whatever. That was funny. It's like, oh, that was scary. That was a classic. And yeah, this episode was entertainingly funny and still good at the same time. So it's getting a 5 out of 5. Episode 7, which was the rise of Sam Hain or whatever. Or it's the Great Pumpkin Sam Winchester, I think it's called. So there's this witch or whatever who's trying to rise Sam Hain from the dead, just to bring him back and spook everyone out on Halloween. So yeah, that was a good one. I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5. They do see some deaths and all that, and Sam does stop him, but he has to use his psychic abilities to do it, sadly. But yeah, this episode will get a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 8, Wishful Thinking. Now, this one was about this guy or whatever tossed this coin in a wishing well in this China place where you get Chinese food there or whatever. So after that, it turns good wishes into bad ones. So there's this chick named Audrey who wishes for a teddy bear to talk or whatever, but he's like a bipolar teddy bear. And he drinks a lot. So yeah, there's a lot of weird ones, and one kid actually transformed. One kid made himself invisible, but he's without any clothes, and just to peek on women in the girls' locker room or something. But yeah, this episode was a little funny and good at the same time. It was odd for them to find a case like that. So I'll give this a 5 out of 5 as well. Episode 9, which was where they run into Anna for the first time. But she's like a human at first. But she's still possessed by an angel. It's just she's using her human form right now to... Her human vessel is talking right now. So, this episode was still good. They're trying to run away from demons and angels. Make sure that none of them get Anna and use her for good or bad. And so at the end of the episode, they run into a guy named Alistair, who's a demon that Dean knew from hell. So yeah, that was interesting. I think this episode is getting a 4.5 out of 5. It was still good. And at the end of the episode, Cass and Uriel, this angel that's with Cass or whatever, she's kind of a douche, but yeah, says that Anna has to die. And then it says to be continued. So this episode will get a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 10, which was the continuation of the last episode, where they run into Castiel and Uriel, and they have to run away from them, and then Anna, I guess, cuts herself and sends them away. And then they go to Bobby's house to see what's wrong with her, and they call the psychic. One of the psychics that helps them, Pamela, I think, to try to see what's wrong with her. And that's when her angel self comes out and says, I'm an angel. And yeah, she's trying to find her grace. So I'm giving this one a 4.5 out of 5 as well. It was still good at the same time. It's just some things are okay. At the end of the episode, Anna just like her human vessel's like destroyed, but she can still walk around. Not her human vessel, just the human inside her vessel is destroyed, so it's dead, or at least. But Dean actually talks to Sam about what Uriel did to him in hell and all that, and yeah. Episode 11, which was Family Matters or something. This was about some kind of crazy chick or whatever who lives in the walls and all that. And so she goes after people to kill. So she's going after terrorizing this family. And so is her brother, that you find out at the end of the video. And near the end of this episode. So just crazy wall people, or whatever the fuck they're called. I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5 as well. It was a good episode. It's just, it's good. Episode 12, which was this magician's thing or whatever. This one was good at the same time. And yeah, it's about this kind of Houdini stuff they do, and one of the guy's friends or whatever dies. Chet, I think his name is. So yeah, it's good episode. They do figure out that he's using black magic real magic to do his stunts and tricks, and they do stop him. So sadly, he gets killed. This episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5 because it does show that Sam runs into Ruby again and goes back to the same shit. I believe I'm gonna end this video here because I'll be doing a second part for it, but I only got like 10 episodes left to explain. So I went through 12 of these and they're still good. So I'll be back on the next video.